how to reset your Apple ID password even without iPhone number. Now, if you forgot your Apple ID password right now, your entire Apple ecosystem basically stops working. Now, suddenly, App Store downloads fail. iCloud is going to lock you out. Find My iPhone becomes pretty much useless. iMessage is going to start acting weird. FaceTime is going to break. Backups are going to stop syncing. And sometimes your own phone starts feeling like it belongs to someone else. And the worst part out of it all, a lot of people no longer have access to the trusted phone number connected to the account. Now, maybe you changed SIMs, maybe you switched countries, maybe the number expired, maybe you bought a new phone, or maybe the account got compromised. Most tutorials online show the easy method where everything still works perfectly, and that ain't helpful. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the real Apple ID recovery methods that still work in 2026, including what to do if you lost access to your trusted phone number completely. Now, I'm also going to explain Apple's account recovery process because honestly, it confuses almost everyone the first time that they see it. So let's start with the easiest recovery method by far. So the first thing you want to do is go to Apple's official recovery website. And on their website, you're going to search for I Forgot Apple or go directly to the reset page. Now, over here, once you click on that, it's going to take you to iforgot.apple.com. Now, once you're here, you're going to make sure to enter your Apple ID or your Apple email address, basically, once you click on reset password. Now, once you've added this and you've confirmed everything, usually this is going to be your iCloud email, Gmail, Yahoo, or another email connected. Okay. Now, if you still have access to your trusted iPhone, trusted iPad, or trusted Mac, this process is going to become pretty easy for you. Apple may send a push notification, a verification code, or a reset prompt directly to your devices. Go ahead and approve the request, enter the verification code, create a new password, and you're pretty much back in. Now that's the fast path, but let's be honest. If you are watching this video, there is a very good chance you don't have access to the trusted number anymore. So now we move to the harder but still fixable path. Now this is the situation most people panic about because Apple's heavily rely on trusted devices and trusted numbers for security. So when both of them disappear, people are going to assume the account is gone forever, which ain't true, obviously. You still have options, and here is the first one most people don't know about. You can actually use someone else's Apple device temporarily to begin account recovery. Seriously, Apple has a feature called Help Someone Else. All right. So here's how it's going to work. On another iPhone or iPad, open the Apple Support app. Okay. So in the Apple Support app, what you're going to do is you're going to look for Help Someone Else. Okay. And that is basically a feature that Apple has in its support app on another person's phone or even on your own phone if someone is in a pickle someday. So basically, it's going to look something like this. This is the interface. And over here, you're going to get help someone else. Once you find that, basically from here on out, on another iPhone, enter your Apple ID. From there, Apple's going to walk you through identity verification and password reset steps. Now, this does not give the other person access to your account. It is simply a secure recovery tool. And surprisingly, this method works really well when you no longer have your own trusted device. Now, if Apple still cannot verify you immediately, this leads to the next stage, which is account recovery. And this is the part where most people are going to get confused. So, this is the big one. If Apple cannot instantly verify your identity through trusted devices or phone numbers, they place your account into something called account recovery. And yes, this process can take days, or sometimes even longer. And a lot of people think that maybe their account is broken. But no, this is actually pretty normal. Apple is intentionally slowing down the process to stop hackers from stealing accounts quickly. Because imagine if someone could instantly reset your Apple ID without any verification. That would be a proper disaster. Now, during account recovery, Apple is going to analyze multiple trust signals like device history, login locations, trusted devices, account behavior, recovery history, and security consistency. Now, eventually, Apple gives you a waiting period and an estimated recovery time. Now, that could be 24 hours, several days, or sometimes over a week. And yes, it does feel painfully slow, but do not restart the process repeatedly. That's one of the biggest mistakes that people will make. Restarting recovery can actually reset the whole timer. So if Apple says recovery available in 5 days, don't keep canceling and retrying every few hours. You're just torturing yourself. Now, here's something important most tutorials are never going to explain to you. Apple's recovery system is not for looking perfection, it's looking for familiarity. So for example, recovering from your usual location helps massively. If you always use the account in New York, London, Lahore, Toronto, and suddenly recovery attempts come from another country through a VPN, that looks suspicious immediately. Same thing with devices. Using a familiar iPhone, iPad, or Mac improves your chances dramatically. Even old Apple devices still connected to your Apple ID can help recovery. That's why you should never remove trusted devices unless necessary. Now, another important thing is remembering older Apple ID passwords that can help too. Even outdated passwords provide ownership signals, and yes, typing them carefully actually matters. Now, let's talk about something that scares people badly as well, which is activation lock. Now, if you don't know what an activation lock is, activation lock happens when you factory reset an iPhone, but you still don't know the Apple ID password. So basically, when your phone is reset, it opens up and it looks like this. So, honestly, it's one of Apple's strongest anti theft systems, which is great when your phone gets stolen. But it's pretty horrible when you forget your own password. After you're the original owner, recovery is usually possible to password reset, account recovery, or proof of purchase through Apple support. But if you bought a used phone still linked to someone else's Apple ID, that becomes a much bigger problem. Because the only original owner can properly remove activation lock. This is why buying used iPhones without checking iCloud status first is incredibly risky. So, once you've successfully recovered your Apple ID, you're good to go. Now, what honestly happens is Apple ID locks out hit people different compared to normal reset passwords. Because people suddenly realize how much of their life actually exists inside of Apple's ecosystem. Photos from a year ago, messages from family, notes, backups, memories, financial apps. It's not just a password anymore. And that is why people panic. And when they panic, they make rushed decisions. They spam reset attempts, click fake links, trust scammers, or pay random unlock experts. Don't do that. Slow, careful recovery attempts are usually far more successful than desperate rapid fire attempts. So, yeah, forgetting your Apple ID password can feel like getting locked out of your entire digital life, but in most cases, recovery is possible. So that is pretty much about it for this video. If you enjoyed watching, please do make sure to drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the very next video. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.